Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, welcome back,
Episode
everybody,
20.
to episode. We're missing the 4, but 20. Man, imagine the 420th episode of this. How fried
That's a ways away.
the occasion. Oh, it's years away. But just knowing how important that number is to the culture. That episode, I hope he gets to 420. That'd be pretty. That just alone, that'd be gas. But anyways, guys, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I just hit me some wedding cake. One of my favorite trains. Ooh, I love that train so much. Yeah, not as much news, but we're gonna be talking about some trips we've been doing locally, because like I said, I had to stay somewhat local, and have a little fun at the end. Probably going over our I said top 5 when we were talking on the phone earlier, but I think top 3 is more feasible for our coaster counts, because we're not top G's yet with our coaster counts, you know. Which, by the way, happy 4th. I'm not putting any sound effects in the back. You probably hear some fireworks going on. Honestly, they sound kind of illegal. I kind of like it. 4th of July was popping this year. That's what I will say. I don't know if you noticed that.
I heard something about. I saw some shit post about the U.S. spent billions on fireworks this year, so
Well,
it was definitely popping.
I want to know how much of that was actually spent legally.
Well,
Let me
the
tell
best
you.
way to do it is to go buy the big stuff legally, and then illegally drive it across state lines. That's what's the best plan is.
Well, the only reason I bring it up is because the amount of big boy fireworks I was seeing in my neighborhoods passing by, holy shit. Like, I've been hearing some big booms, brother.
Yeah, you got to go buy some mortars and bring them back home. That's the way to do it.
No, for real. Like, I would say from where I was, there were at least 3 different sets of like illegal fireworks going on. It was great. You could have sat outside, right on your lawn or in your patio, whatever, and enjoy like 3 different sets of fireworks shows. Granted, obviously they're not setting them up, making any choreography for them. They're just setting off fireworks to say "Yeehaw, America."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
fuck it, it's cool. Every now and then, it's cool. Did you do anything for 4th, or did you just chill?
Nah, just chill.
Same. I just hung out with some homies, barbecued with my nephew, and just chilled. I appreciated that, honestly. Last few
Yeah,
Fourths.
had a little family barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy.
So, yeah. I think I kind of just want to get into this now before the news, because it's fresh on my mind, and the amount of points it's just crazy. A laundry list of bullshit at Six Flags parks. So
I can attest.
yeah. So what was your last trip to Great Adventure like? Because I know in general people have that park as mid. Besides the layout.
I'll be quite honest. The last trip I believe was May of last year for Power Hours, and I had a great time. But
Okay.
I don't think the way I experience the park is the way that most people generally experience the park.
And that's how I think the only Six Flags park I legit am never going to be worried for my day is Fiesta Texas, because the amount of the amount of inconsistency
with Seabird in charge.
But just the amount of inconsistency I hear from all of the Six Flags parks. Matt, like, all the big ones, even besides Fiesta Texas, honestly. But Magic Mountain, Great Adventure, over Georgia, over Texas. And then, like, this shouldn't happen. All right, so basically, because this is news on its own. So basically, what happened with Six Flags today is their servers got screwed in a way, but they got screwed to where I don't even know if other Six Flags parks has happened to, but at least a Great Adventure, whatever didn't get backed up with it, where all the passes and or anything that involves scanning with their systems there, right? Their general infrastructure systems at the park for shopping or any of that, it was completely down. Completely null. You couldn't buy food. You couldn't buy water. You couldn't use your passes. You couldn't use any discounts. It was all useless. So, and with Six Flags Day, I mean, you can already imagine it was amplified because of that. So, I listened to him go on for, his list is insane. Man. Let me start off with this. He said, so cross-contamination. He was riding El Toro. He really enjoyed his El Toro rides. But someone threw up on like the rides while he was riding before. He was about to get on again. So when they cleaned, they sent a few trains on. She kept her gloves on, took off the one glove, but kept one of them on which apparently she used as the napkin or like the main like to scrub off while also checking restraints. So he stopped her. It's like, hey, you know, like, because they were racing, trying to push it down as fast as they can, trying to be fast stops, but she's putting a throw-up glove on the people and on the restraints.
Oh, come on.
He tells her, this, you know, like, hey, like, I would appreciate you if you didn't cross-contaminate and give me someone else's throw-up. Like, oh my god. So they go. He rides. Guess what she says when he gets back?
What?
You could have said please.
I mean, not like it should be common sense. Like, what?
You could have said please to, hey, you know, stopping you from like telling you to take your glove off and what? You had just cleaned up someone's mess and now you're trying to race it. Oh my god. That is just oof. Same ride. The sorter is giving him attitude. He's the only guy wearing a green shirt, by the way. Didn't have a name tag, so he goes and asks, so what's your name? He says, I don't know my name.
Interesting.
So he comes back around after he's riding, and then he is kind of pestering in a way. He's like, so are you gonna tell me your name? Because you're wearing a green shirt. I'm sorry you don't have your name tag or uniform, but you're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. He finally gave him his name. Good God. Good Jesus. So when they're going around trying to find food and realizing, not realizing at this point the whole situation, the systems are down, one of the workers, she recommended to go ahead and drink water from the theme park sinks, from the bathroom. Straight up.
What?
That is wild.
Like, was it said sarcastically or like what?
It's on a vlog apparently, so there is evidence. But holy crap, like, you already are dealing with people, even if you're being sarcastic, at that point, you gotta read the room.
Like, I mean, if it was, like, obvious sarcasm vocally, like, trying to be comedic.
Yeah.
But, like, yikes.
So, they finally they go to guest service, and they say, hey, is there anywhere we can go at all? And they say, hey, Johnny Rockets. Okay, screw it. We'll take it. They go to Johnny Rockets, and he's talking to this kid for close to an hour. While he is just talking and talking and talking. trying to explain, trying to get out of talking to the supervisor. And when he finally gets the supervisor, everything that Will was trying to get, which was just vouchers, because what else can the park do at this point if you can't take any cash? Just take your loss. 5 minutes. Got talking to the supervisor. That is my least favorite situation that happened at a theme park. That could literally turn it, like, I can show up and then show up at guest service, and because I'm just asking for a supervisor, and the worker thinks they know more, and it's going back and forth, and I'm not even trying to be rude. That is my least favorite. That can ruin my day before I even get into the park. So I can imagine already when that happened. Oh shoot! So they get their vouchers. They get a free meal, they got a free snack, and they got a free drink. And they said, hey, you can use this at Primo's. They go to Primo's and they say you can't use this. So they have to go. I forgot where they ended up going, but they had to go and just get chicken tenders finally somewhere else. Somewhere else completely. Wow. So let's just go with this. Apparently, they had a deal for $800 family passes, but it was only for the weekend. So when they came today, they couldn't use those $800 in family passes. But it wasn't clear at all. So they're saying, hey, we can give you a number here to support the line. The family was just saying, hey, we just want our money back, because that's bullshit. Will was overhearing this because he was at guest service, but that was just one of the other things that had happened. Horrible day. That was all of it. That was basically all of it. I can imagine. Yeah. I honest to God, the fact that I had a minor experience like compared to that, just at Over Georgia. I'm afraid to go to Six Flags parks. I get why people boycott them now, honestly. Yeah. It's unacceptable that any sort of infrastructure glitch like that can happen anyway. It's really just because I'm in the career. It just so many things have to be. So many things have to just be not looked at, or they're so behind with their infrastructure. It's just, oof. I honestly don't know if Six Flags are really they have to maybe double down to Fun Spot level to really make a comeback, in my opinion.
I wouldn't go that far.
Man, I'm obviously exaggerating, but holy shit. The amount of shitty, the worst theme park days I've ever heard are always at a Six Flags park. And they're just almost situations that just it's like you're in a cartoon. This isn't real. All the stuff that's happening right now. So someone let us know if Six Flags anywhere else was having any other issues, because that's insane. And yeah, let's jump into some of this stuff here. Did you just add a link? Oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Alrighty, so what do you want to start with?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Anything, really.
Well, let's just go in order and go with the
leak.
Option. Well, we'll go with the gross leak, which is
Park fans.
Which is the Project Toboggan.
Why? just why? Well, because I thought that was supposed to be another fucking straddle coaster, but
that's what everyone thought. But long story short, and going through this, because I did read through this, he assumed, or everyone assumed, that it was going to be because of, well, they added quite a few of them. I think 3 altogether so far within the chain.
Yeah.
And for a smaller scale model, they've all been family coasters, so why not? What Zach, I think one of the main, basically he's the main man behind Park Fans. What he found is basically this doesn't line up with the station gates when he was doing a little bit of digging. Well, what did line up was a coaster that was just added, and that was Pipeline or other B&Ms. So that basically they put all together the No Limits, which is the No Limits designers that he has, which is Coaster Mac, I think Intim 305. I don't know if he did this one. I think he's working on another one. But basically they found that it's much more similar to a B&M. And that B&M does have family coaster on, they have it on their resume. So
Sigh.
the layout left very much to be desired, but hey, it's a family model. You know. What do you think about what do you think about in general C's going so gung ho with coasters?
Well, I mean, I may not necessarily like the manufacturers or models of choice, but I mean it's kind of predictable in a way because I feel that they are in general trying to stray away from animals and get into more amusement rides.
Yeah.
But I just the consistent adding of B&Ms and family coasters is not the greatest, but hopefully we'll get the RMC at Williamsburg.
So they added 2 Intamins at Busch, but
I mean, they added Pantheon and Gwazi, so I can't really complain there, but
but it's really crazy thinking about Dark Coaster. Like, just the reliability of it, just the capacity of it.
it's fun. I mean, their recent additions, Arctic Rescue, Pipeline,
I've
Dark Coaster,
heard absolutely nothing about Arctic Rescue.
Icebreaker.
I mean, Icebreaker has its fans, but I'm not one of them.
I mean, they've definitely like recently ramped up their additions. So
I will say, I've been thinking about this for a bit. I almost think every park's lineup is overrated.
not
Hear
out
me
of the
out.
world.
Well, and hear me out for my reasoning. And it might actually, for the shit post, it might actually line up with what you're saying. My reasoning is because they have so many coasters, a lot of these big parks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 10 plus. And we're, a lot of times, people are riding maybe the top 2. If they're lucky at some of these parks. Maybe they only have a top 1. They only have really one good coaster.
Not the average guest though.
Exactly, right? So, for enthusiasts who basically hate coasters more than they love them, every park's lineup's overrated, man. If you really think about it. Besides Holiday World, because they have so much, or they only have 5 and they're all
This is interesting. Every park's lineup is overrated. I don't. I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
well, okay, hear me out. Cedar Point's top 3 goes down for you. Magnum for you because I know your top 3 there. Magnum, Maverick, and Steve. What are you riding now?
Magnum, Maverick, and Steve.
No, but they're down for some reason. They're both down for the rest of the day. What are you riding?
Honestly, I have to go with Gatekeeper probably.
Okay, but how many times are you getting on Gatekeeper? Now I know Biff would love that answer. That's his number one.
I'm just gonna do the rounds until you do the rounds on other things until one of those 3 reopens, then you go wait in line.
Sure, but
I'd probably go.
I was throwing a hypothetical in of like they're just down for like the whole trip that you're there. Like,
oh, I'd leave and go to Kings Island.
Okay, but at Kings Island, Mystic and Diamondback and Orion's down.
I'd drive to Holiday World.
Okay, Voyage and Legend are down.
Bro, like this is so.
See what I mean?
I'm driving to Indiana Beach. I bet you don't know that lineup.
What is it? They don't have cornball up there.
It is cornball fast.
That's Knobles. I'm thinking of Impulse. They have a steel, but it's like, but yeah, this shittiest hypothetical of like every park's lineup because enthusiasts at this point we go for that top 3, and that's okay. Because I do enjoy every now and then getting on the ones that aren't. Because sometimes I'm surprised, and sometimes I think they're underrated, right? Sometimes, like, I'm more pleasantly surprised than you are. I feel like.
Well, like, the thing is, it's only underrated for us because we're enthusiasts.
Oh yeah, that's what this whole shitpost is coming from. To enthusiasts, every park's lineup honestly is overrated. Because
that's facts.
I mean, there's the random person who loves Rougarou. There's a random person who loves Anaconda at King's Dominion. You know, like, but they're very few and far between enthusiasts. You know, like,
yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was a funny shitpost. I don't know. Like, if you really think about it. Well, that's when some people say, like, certain ride, like, they would say, like, Hershey has a really strong, or Cedar Point because they have a top 4 or a top 5. Like Magic Mountain, too.
I mean, I honestly just digress. That's very shitpost. That is my main takeaway.
The Sky Ride is going away at Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Good. We need new and further development.
I like Sky Rides.
Well, I mean, maybe we'll get a Giga in place of the
Sky Ride. So the next Dippin' Dot station that's gonna be taken out, it's a Giga too. We're gonna have the first triple dueling Gigas.
I hope so.
I mean, if we're gonna continue with shitposting here. I kind of want to say the Fury. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Fury and Dragster. We talked about it last week, but
not Fury last week.
Well, yeah. No. And there's some developments. There's some developments with Dragster. Busch Gardens had a fire in the maintenance building, behind the Fest House, where Drakenfire once stood.
There's only one explanation for this. They're trying to commit insurance fraud so they can get a free RMC Hyper Hybrid.
Well, besides the troll, yeah, I actually do think there was work, obviously work being done back there or something. Because why else
Yeah.
would there, you know,
Yeah.
why else would there be even electric back there? Right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was an electrical fire, right? Let's see.
I believe so, yeah. I mean, if they're gonna be developing back there, I guess that only makes things a bit easier. Not necessarily, but
I mean, wouldn't throw it past me if it was heat potentially and just bad wood. I don't know, but I personally think because like they are working on stuff back there, whether they worked in that building or working on power behind the fest house again.
yeah.
Yeah, they're cooking back there. Um,
Hopefully RMC Hyper Hybrid.
God,
Could you imagine though? Then we've got Wildcats and then the BG Dubs one and Timbers.
and they
Pretty
would
crazy, right?
and they would all be so different too. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, RMC.
I mean, you got to think Timbers and Wildcats are already so different.
For real, like, I mean, Wildcat and Airy are so different, and those were added in the same year.
Yeah. I'll find out soon.
Any update on the Pensy trip?
Mm-mm. Not right now.
Yeah, hopefully we can give a trip report from that. Where is
Keep you in the loop.
this? All right.
Keep you in the loop.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's talk about Wildcat real quick, because it went down for a few days and now I'm starting to realize if you add an RMC,
I've heard some stuff about that.
yeah, I've realized if you add an RMC now, through one of three, or a combination of these things will happen. Uh, it will have some structural issues. It will overshoot a rake run. Or what else did I say? there was a third one that I said, and I can't remember now. Or there's like a train issue basically. The train issue itself. It's one of those three things or a combination. Because literally that's like the only thing like that happens to them. And then now they're getting so good at dealing with that. Like we even saw the sway and we didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah.
Cuz like
That's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure it's because of the sway.
yeah,
Is what was going on.
yeah, like there were three areas. Let me click on the tweet. Dude, the fact we do this now, it's great. The underflip, small wave turn, so the one after the 0G stall, and the stall apparently.
Hmm.
When I looked at the wave turn, I thought it had just enough sway. Like I thought they still need to sway a little bit, right? So, because it still would, but I could be wrong with RMCs. Like apparently, yeah.
Interesting.
Because like I know Steve's rolls, like that whole area still sways, and the stall.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah,
not as
that's
ridiculous.
insane.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. And that area is probably stronger than they thought with that wave turn because that is really one of the most unexpected yeets of the ride. But going on to that, yeah. So it's open now, if y'all are wondering. And what a steal of a day! Oh, you're gonna be mad. Skyrush. Oh my god.
Boo, boo, Skyrush.
It's right underneath Intimidator now, bro. It actually moved up after the Reds I got. It's like
Ooh, Sky Rush.
it's like constantly. Holy shit! Listen, we do need Alex on here so we can just fanboy over Sky Rush.
Alex today was talking about how Sky Rush is so good, and just no. Not with those restraints.
I'm lucky I'm small enough to where, even though it does get real tight, like, damn. Also, yeah, it's the only drop in the world that I've written so far. I've only been to the States, so I'm saying it as if I'm traveled like I'm a world journeyman. Yeah, but still, as of right now, I had Fury over it, but nah, that drop is incredible. Like, it's the only drop I legit am like, I have to yell or let out some sort of grunt or something.
No.
Yes. Yes. It's honestly so jank. All right.
I mean,
What?
I just no.
Yes. Also, Skyrush is better than Wildcat.
Huh?
Yeah. Just slightly, but it really is. For me, at least. I think Timmy still agrees as well.
He does. He has Sky Rush at 9 and Wildcats at like 20. Talked to him today about that.
Yeah. Skyrush is that bitch. I don't know.
I'm shaking my head.
I know. I was like, you're probably just hating us hearing that right now. All right.
Oh, I am.
All right. So we're gonna go over this, guys. Fury, you've seen it. It's on national news, bro.
I know. I've got people that just do not follow roller coasters talking to me about it, and I'm just like, this is just.
Now, I will say, after all the shit posting I've been doing about B&M breaking its ankles, B&M can't handle forces, oh, why are you guys crapping on Intamin when they're fixing cracks, and Intamin's building coaster. Okay. Through all the shit cloud, this is overblown, but at the same time, this needs to be taken seriously. Because, it did break, and it was taken down, or the ride stopped running after those 1 or 2 runs. And B&M was on site the next day. And the fact that I will attest, alright, I will admit. The fact that those 2 supports, even though it was moving that's way, was still holding it, going at the fastest B&M on Earth.
Well, that's just because of design. Like, just one support having that crack and sway.
Exactly.
Like, the mass number of supports, the track profiling, everything is structured to where there's not going to be mass failure. Like, they could have cycled it for many more cycles before any sort of final destination.
No, I'm not gonna be the people that try to objectively say how long. In fact, I don't even want to think about that, because this could have been one of the worst amusement park incidents. But looking at the engineering of it, the manufacturing of it, B&M, as much as we've been saying, no, this hasn't happened before. Why is this happening to you? The most, smooth and best engineered. It still shows their engineering. It really does. And I will say,
it shows difference. Like, it shows the good of their engineering and the bad of their engineering.
Well, to me, it just shows that the only bad that I see is they made a fuck up in the sense they probably didn't take to account the forces going in that section of the ride. But
Well, I sort of agree because if you look and see that they have those different welded steel plates on other B&Ms, such as Leviathan and Goliath and
yeah.
over Georgia, it kind of indicates that they understand, of course, like the force load that's going there. But I do kind of think I attributed a little bit more to maintenance not noticing.
So I said when I was talking about this, I'm pretty sure y'all have already been, your listeners have probably had your own set of discussions about this in your own chats for probably a good hour. But I think it was a mix, almost like a culmination of things that led to it.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost on this iceberg of how this happened is the maintenance, because it really, it probably should have been found. At the same time, I have found out supports are not part of the daily maintenance routine. Because in general, like, supports aren't supposed to be, like, they check them, try 3 times, 4 times a year, and they do welds on when need be. But we don't know when this really started exactly, right? Because as soon as a small crack can happen, it can grow so fast from small to big. I mean, we saw what it was from just a week ago, before the accident happened. So who knows how small it was even before then, how long it took before to get to that. And I'm gonna put it to this as well. Let me get to the iceberg first, though. Then I put it on to B&M for miscalculating the forces, right? They probably should have used a different support system and or did what they did before to on Leviathan and or Goliath. If that is the fix that is going to be used, I think they're going to design a new support, but we'll see. I don't think they're going to weld those ugly, because those look even uglier than the ones that are like Goliath.
Well, they're welded on there already. I think that they're just keeping them there for now while they look at, a
solutions.
permanent fix, just so it's supported a bit more right now.
All right, so yeah, in case too many birds sit on it. Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying, birds be loving sitting on tracks right as they're like about to go and drop.
I saw a picture of a bird sitting on the Velocicoaster top hat the other day.
I mean, I had one of my favorite videos is a bird sitting on the brake run of Intimidator 305 as it's going up the cable. But yeah, like, yeah, I think, and all I'm gonna say from what we've been hearing, I think hopefully this is a wake-up call for Cedar Fair to stop shortcutting on bullshit that they don't need a shortcut on, if so be it, when it comes to maintenance. Yeah, because, like, who knows if they gave them the kick in the ass to give that look or give the extra check, or are they just reacting now so heavily instead of noticing any sort of trends or things happening before. All similar coaches in the industry having, yeah, like, hell, I mean, reason I bring it up is because it happened with Volcano. They let that fuck up because they got wrong parts, offhand parts. I don't know if it came out about the top thrill accident, if that was the reason why whatever happened and came off the train. But I do know they were getting offhand instrument wheels. So all I'm saying is, please don't there's never enough, like, safety is never not expensive. I don't know if I worded that right. I'm pretty fucking high. But, like, there's never just the budget. Please make it and use it for safety. And don't shortcut on that.
Yeah. Because,
like, they say in their mission statement, too, like, safety is their, being in a safe and fun environment.
3, 2, 1. Safe, clean, fun.
Like, that doesn't happen when you are shortcutting. Like, it doesn't happen when you don't give maintenance teams a kick in the ass to actually give a true damn about it. Not just working for the paycheck. But maybe you should also pay them better, too. Huh. Hearing about their pay is just ridiculous. Literally, they're operating on the rides. And some of the least paid in the park.
Yeah.
There's a lot of discussion behind that, but yeah, I'm just happy that it was caught when it was as swift as it was, and hopefully, we always grow from these situations, always. I
expect the industry will.
Expect the industry and even chains look at this as like, hey, you see how Carowinds is getting blown up on every news outlet. Like, we don't want that to happen to us. That's bad. That's bad publicity.
They do not want that press.
So
they definitely do not want that press.
And the only way is to do that is to be, and I use this for James because
proactive, not reactive.
Yep. No, that was it's the most perfect analogy. Like, it's not even analogy. It's the most perfect statement on it. Like, you don't wait for it to be absolutely broken or unfixable. Oh, now we got to do something. When you notice, hey, this stuff ain't looking right.
Has to be taken care of.
We got to take care of it. Like, that's the whole thing we preach about as enthusiasts, is the safety of the hobby. One of the safest hobbies out there. I mean, this doesn't change anything, this accident, but it's the potential and why it needs to be taken seriously.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Fury for you. Our thoughts on it. There's so many videos going in depth. We're not engineers at all. As a network engineer, shit's fucked. That's all I'll say. But yeah, there's many videos out there of actual structural engineers going over their different opinions. Good stuff. Good stuff. There was one I watched that was a good watch. Let's see if I can find him so I can shout him out. I don't look at too many things on YouTube anymore. Alright, Mentored Engineer. And honestly, he has a lot of stuff talking about different engineering stuff in the industry.
Whichever was the video that Eltor Ryan posted was the one that I watched.
Was it like a 7-minute video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the one that was going around. That's his biggest video. 47K out of his normal count, so for sure. Yeah, he's talking about where you put your shelf supports. Yeah, he has a pretty cool channel, engineering channel.
It was Mentored Engineering. Yeah, cool.
So, if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check that out. Shout out to him for making it, and congratulations on getting close to 50K on those views, man. That's big.
Huge.
So, there's two things. There's the Dragster stuff here, a little bit of an update, which there's three things technically because I just looked at the links. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the track that is used, or that has been seen, honestly just looks like repainted station track, or track that was already there, or that was used on Dragster, excuse me. I can't speak right now, I'm not thinking. But yeah, it looks like it's repainted or refurbed for LSMs potentially.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, this is kind of what we expected, right? LSMs, swing launch. So.
Yes, but Does that actually confirm Zamperla? I know people were saying there was a box showing
Yeah.
Zamperla.
No, it's definitely
But
Zamperla.
so just to throw in a what if. Why does it have to be Zamperla?
Guys, I lied. I know exactly who it is. It's Premier.
Oh God.
And we're gonna get those lovely Premier trains as well.
Uh, like, you know what I want? I want, like, I honestly think the SNS thing would have been cool, but. And what if this is just a culmination of, like, all these other ones, you know? Like a lot of people are saying. But I do think it's mostly. From what we got.
It's indicating it's going to be a majority Zamperla project.
And even then, we still don't know.
Yeah.
Anything. Because we're not working at the part, we're not chairman at the we're not executives at Cedar Fair. So we've done a lot of deep diving and stuff, and I do agree. We really probably should tackle actual like I think Scooby Coasters. Shout out to Ghost Coasters, by the way. I think he said this because it's talking about the top thrill stuff, but we really should be tackling like, actual conspiracies or mysteries around the world, because at this point, with how we find out stuff for coasters, we would probably could find cryptids like Bigfoot, piece of cake. You know, I.
Basically, what I'm grasping from this right now is coaster enthusiasts should come together and solve Bigfoot.
Yes. Find Bigfoot. Find out the mystery behind the Bermuda Triangle. We're gonna be the first to communicate with aliens, and the reason is because they're gonna make a ride that goes into space, like the chain lever launches you into space. So we're gonna communicate with them because we're gonna get some weird force or some weird like radiation that like we're gonna be able to hear them, man, and talk to them. And only Thusies will be able to do that first, because only they're crazy enough to ride those rides. Listen, it's rare when a Thusie doesn't get on something crazy, like coaster wise at least. There's some flats people don't get on, but as soon as it's a coaster, they'll basically get on anything.
I mean, you need the credit, so.
But seriously, we need to band together and find all the secrets for Area 51, and then make our own coasters with that knowledge, because then, holy shit, that technology. This has been such a shit posty fucking guys.
How many different manufacturers should we have a top 3 for?
So I'm gonna look at it in a bit, but I was gonna say, well, I need to count up which ones first we actually have at least 3 of. So
I guess B&M, Intamin.
But wait, but you're jumping. Well, obviously those, but I wanted to cover this.
I'm trying to prepare.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Ooh, Arrow is a good one. So
I want to shout out Park Visions. But been putting out some great content, and I didn't even know this. That's how good his editing and content is. This man has been editing from his phone this entire time.
Really?
Recently just got a computer so he can edit, but he has been looking at his comments, you know, just being a YouTuber, just doing his content grind, and then he saw a comment, and everyone's saying they are lucky that they blurred out the name, because he's just that classy and that good of a person, and that's why we all banded together to stand up against this. But said, imagine not having 1K subs like other coaster YouTubers. Might be because you're black. And that's when he said, I'm just gonna quote his tweet. It says, "Okay, I don't usually touch on this, but I don't care what anyone says about me about my YouTube, but if you come after my skin tone and try to knock me out of my dream, that's an issue. I can't say I'm doing I can't say I'm doing very great in the amusement industry as a video creator with this skin tone. Or I can say I'm doing very great in the amusement industry as a video creator with this skin tone. Plus, so, what if I don't have 1K subs yet? Just not the end of the world. I'll get there sometimes when it's about dedication. Like, he's taking it perfectly, but everyone banded together and was like,
Yeah, that's what's good to see.
Like, saying, like,
just
yeah.
a lot of people from the community coming in the comments and just really supporting someone.
Come in the comments
Whenever
and
they...
tweeting and saying or quoting and like, yeah, like, let's exile this guy. And that's the reason why people were saying, like, they were wish that he did show the names, or like, we can make sure to just not have this guy present at stuff. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Are pretty cool sometimes, Coast community. Y'all are all pretty cool. I mean, when stuff like this happens, you know, unfortunate that it was because of a racism, a race situation, a racism.
Wedding cake.
Yep. Bro. I need to get some pizza soon. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, these munchies are.
Oh, I've been chilling with some Starburst, my boy.
Oh yeah, but that's not as. I feel like you can't make that much noise off of Starburst. Unless you're trying to.
So I should make some noise.
Exactly. Last thing here. We actually got a Kydia update. Falcon's flight update. Hills are going around. And cranes are still up top, awaiting for the layout to, I'm assuming, get closer as construction down below.
Generally, it just looks mind-blowing, to be honest. Like you literally can just see like two huge hills and then like a big helix, I guess, or a turnaround. Like, it's actually pretty insane to look at.
I'm really wondering what these forces are going to be like. It has to be like just an overall better Formula Rossa. It has to have close to those forces and those speeds.
Yeah.
Like, the length, the views, I don't know. Obviously, I haven't been on it. But this project's intriguing as hell.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the news. This is our like first intermission cut.
Oh my gosh, I'm realizing I'm looking at my Intamin and my. This is gonna be fun.
Well, before that,
I know.
How was your Six Flags?
I only have to. Oh my.
How was Six Flags America?
So, I was very drunk. Just to clarify.
Well, did you actually shotgun that beer?
I did. Oh, you're talking about? Oh, yeah. No, I did.
Yeah,
so
I didn't know
and then we brought Fireball as well to the park.
Jesus Christ.
That we had in the parking lot. So.
What? How?
Yes. Well, we had it in the parking lot. What do you mean?
Oh, wait. So you guys just brought it with you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, basically, the park closed at 10. We were actually getting into the park at 8:30.
That's like almost like our American trip from last time.
Yeah, so we had an hour and a half. Jalen needed all the credits. Colin needed a couple credits. So, first things first, we go to Wild One, because Raging Cajun was closed. So we were like, okay, go to Wild One. Jalen, James, and Timmy get on. And me and Colin are on the next train. We board and then it breaks. So they don't me and Colin just get off and it's bruh.
Was that
and
one
he
of the
needed that
Creds?
credit.
Yeah.
He needed that credit. So then we have to wait 15 minutes for them to get off. And it was just so shitpost. And then they got off and they tell us that whenever they were stuck on the brake run, whenever one of the soups walked out, they told them that guess what? I just what do you think happens at 9 o'clock when the park closes at 10?
Hmm. I don't know.
Because we're basically at 9 o'clock now. So basically, they close the entire fucking back of the park because of quote unquote fireworks. So Superman, Batwing, Joker's Jinx, all done. We can't even ride them.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we go ride Firebird, and then we go ride
Oh my
Roar, and then we leave.
god. Ah!
Well, then we circled back to Wild One because I was like, come on, like I want to get a ride on it,
Wait, so how was
and
it running for you, at least?
I didn't ride Wild One
Wow.
because we circled back and it was broken again. So in fact, we rode Voodoo Drop once and then we left.
Well, I'm sad
Yeah,
Voodoo Drop was the high note of fucking.
I like genuinely that was just like the most shit post Six Flags America visit I've ever experienced, man.
So, how was Firebird? How was that for you?
Horrible. Even drunk me couldn't enjoy Firebird, man.
Hmm. What about Roar?
Well, Roar was shitpost because it has the good PTC trains like Voyage, so I mean, I
No.
was just being dummy, but like,
Better than.
is it actually a good layout? Like, no, maybe it's like better than Invader or something, but
Yo, I'm sorry, but can I just say how much Invader sucks ass? Like, absolutely. It even fails as a family coaster.
I haven't ridden Invader in quite some time, and I know that 100%.
You wanna know how I know?
Let's hear it.
I'll look at people when they get off rides. I'll hear them too. And the amount of flat faces coming into the station on Invader, or wow, that was so rough. Which it kind of is. Again, it has like steel supports too. It's weird. Like, comparatively to Big Bear, or like, it's another family, or Bolton. Like.
Yeah, no one's happy.
It's just such a middling mid. Mm-mm. So,
Just sad.
I'm at this point. I'm gonna stop making Hershey Park reports because it's basically gonna be a home park. Now I won't be going out much more this year, but next year, yeah, I'll be out there a lot.
I don't blame you, honestly.
Like,
I do not blame you.
it's really busted if you think about it. Like, I have King's Dominion, one of my favorite Intamins, and one of my favorite RMCs. But when I go to Hershey, I prefer that RMC more. And Skyrush is just underneath 305 now for me. So it's like, yes, for my preferences, ooh, yes. And then I'm only a flight away, 2-hour flight away from Orlando. Oh man.
This is off topic, but would you consider Phantom's Revenge Morgan or Arrow?
Morgan, personally.
Okay.
Because
That's
they are the ones that made it good.
yeah. Fair.
Like, I get, like, the original first drop and everything, like, everything after the second drop is Morgan. And that's what Phantom's Revenge is. Like, are we gonna say Wildcat is still a GCI because it was an RMC? Or it was a G... It was Wildcat? Yeah, technically that would be the best GCI. Thunderhead is really, really fucking good though, so.
Yeah. Well, shit.
All right, let me actually look at these before I. But let me talk about Hershey. So we were expecting it to be kind of slammed. It was it's 4th. The weekend. A lot of people had a long weekend, so we're like, oh crap. Well, nope. That's what we gotta do. We're gonna eat it. And yeah, it was maybe lighter than when we went. And I think main reason was there was threat of rain the whole day. And when you look at the weather, it was literally, the storms were just out of like the radius that shut down rides. They shut them down once, but it was only for a 20-30 minutes. Came back up. And yeah, what a surprise day. Able to get so many rides. Sky Rush, middle of the day, around like 3 or 4, we were just walking back to the back row. Just trading back and left, right wing.
Must be nice.
That ride is... Oh, it was definitely running much faster, though, than when we rode it. I will say that.
Must be nice.
Well, Cat, it was running exceptional. I think it was the heat, though. It was really hot, humid. It's getting to those days where, like, when you go to parks, you're gonna be riding the rides and they're like optimum condition when it comes to the forces on their layouts. I feel like you're running all day, 85, 90 degrees. Hell, some places hotter. Texas, 100 degrees. I think that's the main reason why Wonder Woman at Fiesta, that one got, besides obviously the track profiling being a little under. I think that's the main reason for it, in my opinion. That heat, man, and it goes so fast. Alright, let me start looking at this.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sitting here looking at these right now, trying to figure this out.
I got 6 on Wildcat, 6 on Sky Rush. Now, we did a lot of other stuff, too. Kind of relaxing. I got a cone at one point. I was still gonna get a King milkshake, but $18 is, I get they give you, like, literally snacks on top, but at the same time, like, how the hell do I eat this? I wanted something slight. I got a twist, but honestly, the vanilla parts were just slapping. Like I really wish I just got vanilla. And what else? Great Bear still mid. Yeah, because actually we wrote other stuff. I didn't even get Laugh Track yet, even though I could have. Lightning Racer. I agree now. It really needs something. It's not that great.
It is definitely mid.
It might be worse. Like, where do I have it now? I haven't even changed it yet. But no, and also Candemonium, it moved down. Hear me out. I do not understand how people have that as, like, their top 3 hyper. That's just ridiculous. It's a bottom 3 hyper for me. Dude, that ride is like 2 camelbacks.
I mean,
dude, it's 2 camelbacks, and then there's a decent helix, I guess. But then like this, tries to do an outer bank like hill, like down, and like the forces there will vary.
You know, I just realized something. I don't have enough GCIs. I don't have a lot of decent GCIs. Because Roar is my number 3 GCI.
Get out of here, dude. That's why you shit on GCI.
Well, like, I would say it's like kind of a toss-up between Roar and Apocalypse in Magic Mountain. and both of those stink. So
what was bad about Apocalypse? Because we know what's bad about Roar mainly.
I mean, it's kind of just forgettable. I wrote it once in the morning. And I was like, yep, credit and forget it.
So you wouldn't want to try later in the day, knowing that wooden coasters.
Not when Twisted Colossus and X2 exist.
See?
And that thing also has Millennium Flyers, so no thanks.
See? Every Parks lineup is overrated. They have damn near 20 coasters. I think they do have 20 now, right?
I think it's just kind of like boozy bias where I just don't feel like walking. Well, also, like, it's Apocalypse is kind of hard to get to at Magic Mountain. And yeah, they do have 20.
Man. If only Hershey had a better layout, it might really be one of my favorite parks. It already is. But like, top 2 level.
I have GCI, Gravity Group, CCI, Morgan, Arrow, B&M, RMC, and Intamin. That's what I've got.
Let me. I need to write this down somewhere. So,
I've got Intamin, RMC, B&M, Arrow, Morgan, CCI, Gravity Group, and GCI. I guess I could do Vekoma too.
I
mean, actually, I'm kind of looking at Vekoma and I'm like,
it's all boomerangs and loopers overseas.
They've got Tron and Cosmic Real.
Big Thunder Mountain, I guess. and fucking Seven Dwarves Mine Train.
Vekoma's elite, bro. Come on.
Alright. This is easy for me. Let's look at my rankings.
B&M's not easy for me because I don't have any B&M's ranked.
Do you seriously not have any? Yeah, that's bullshit.
The only B&M I have ranked is Fury.
Hulk is out of your top 30?
Yes.
Bad take.
That's not a bad take. I've just ridden 30 coasters that are better than Hulk.
That's a bad take. No.
Ooh. Boo B&M.
So, all because it's a B&M, that doesn't mean it's not a great coaster. Like, you gotta know when they did do good. And that was one where they did good. And fantastic, even.
I guess it's kind of a toss-up between, like, Hulk, Kumba, and, like, I guess Manta.
Alright, let me actually do this shit. So...
Onion 287's decent. Diamondback's decent. Apollo's Chariot, shit. Alright, I've got my B&Ms ready. Now that I've given it some thoughts.
Alright. Hear me out.
Hearing you out.
So, let's do it in the order that's pretty quick. Yeah, let's do it from the backwards order that I put it in. So, GCI, all the way up to Intamin.
Okay.
We're naming Intamin, RMC, B&M, Arrow, Morgan, CCI, Gravity Group, and GCI.
Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like I don't really have good mocks. I don't really have good Vekomas. So it's like, I just don't really see a point, you know?
Yep. We'll return to this in the future.
Yeah.
But, what the heck? You need to see exactly the GCIs.
Ooh, Schwarzkopf wouldn't be a bad one.
Oh, we've already claimed what we've claimed.
Alright, what do we got? We're doing GCI first. I'll rip the band-aid off.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm rocking. Well, I guess go top to bottom, right? Because we're just doing 3.
Mm-hmm.
So Mystic Timbers, Texas Stingray, Roar.
Dude, I need more GCIs.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. I don't have Thunderhead. I don't have a lot of them, bro.
Like, this is so sad, bro. Because, like, the only one. Oh my god. Is there really no others? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm glad I kept looking. Alright, so. For me, it is. Yeah, my number 3 would be fucking Roar.
Yeah, buddy.
After that, though,
Roar.
it is White Lightning.
Ew.
That's not a bad ride.
At 2? White Lightning at 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a bad ride at all. But Thunderhead easily is number 1. Easily number 1, no contest. Now, I need to see exactly how many gravity groups I have been on. Y'all, I'm not sure why I chose this segment when I do not have as much coasters as I thought I did to do this segment. And what I mean is, as we go through, I do not have as many Morgans or Gerstlauers or anyone we talk about. I don't have as many as I thought, like GCIs and all that. So I will be talking about the bucket list instead in a recording outside of the cast. Because I thought of that as a better way to answer instead of me not answering at all. So yeah, that's what will be done for my answers if I do not have enough of the manufacturer said. Well, I only have 2 gravity group coasters, so I'm going to say what my bucket list is. You got after my 2 that I have, because it's pretty obvious. It's Voyage and then Kentucky Flyer. I think there would be a hole in my brain if I said otherwise, but the bucket list, in no order specifically, is Boardwalk Bullet, Leviathan, and then Hades 365 or 360. Because man, do those look absolutely incredible. So I don't actually have 3. So what are your 3 then?
It would be. Oh, I didn't see. Okay. Voyage, Boardwalk Bullet, Mind Blower. It's my top 3 for gravity group.
What'd you think of that switchback opinion from
Switchback?
our favorite Instagram account?
What did he say about Switchback?
So I don't know exactly what he said. Just saw it at like 128 or 138 or something.
I think I remember seeing it, but it wasn't like trash enough to where I was like, let me screenshot this and send it to West. I think it wasn't that bad. At least I'm pretty sure. But no, like Switchback is fucking fire, dude. So I'm like missing Boardwalk Bullet right now. I want to go ride that on a hot day.
He had that in 39, I think.
I know, that was so bad. He had Texas Stingray at like 20, and then he had Boardwalk Bullet like 20 spots behind. Get out of here, man. Boardwalk Bullet craps all over Texas Stingray. I don't want to hear it. That was so bad, dude.
CCI.
They got CCI? Hell yeah. Let me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching Boardwalk Bullet POV. Fucking fanboying right now. You want me to go? I got mine ready.
Yep.
Alright. Legend, Raven, Ghost Rider. Easy peasy.
So I have written only, it seems, Raven and Legend. So, my bucket list really, there's actually quite a few, unsurprisingly, but Cornball Express, Boulder Dash, and where is it? I can't think of the name. Shivering Timbers are really the main. They're the main three that I'm looking forward to. Specifically, out of all of them, Shivering Timbers. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't. So, what was yours again?
Legend, Raven, Ghost Rider. Yes, I have Raven above Ghost Rider. Fight me.
I mean, some people have Ghost Rider not even in the top 50, so.
I don't understand that, but hey.
I don't even know if I can't do the Morgan one. I know that for a fact. I'm thinking about it.
Really? You don't, do you not have Dorney?
No.
Okay. Well, you have Steel Eel, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess our top two would be the same, Phantoms and Steel Eel. I've just got Steel Force at 3.
Man, this is the worst topic I ever picked in my life.
I mean, now you're good though for Aero B&M, RMC, and Intamin.
So, if we're going with the Morgans, these are all. Really can't say I've got a lot of these besides Steel Eel and Phantoms, which clearly Phantom's Revenge is much better. If I were to look forward to any of these, well, Superman, El Ultimo Escape, Mamba with how it's running right now, and apparently Steel Force is running very good right now, so I'll say that. Yes, actually no, I'll say Steel Dragon 2000. That's the longest coaster in the world. So, well, I guess I should say my CCIs would be fucking
Legend, Raven, right?
yeah, like number 1 Legend and number 2 Raven, and they're, I mean, from what those are incredible. So, Morgan. Phantoms, Steel Eel is like a meme, but
Steel is still fun though.
that's pretty fun. And Phantom is absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to get back on it. Oh, it was like RMC ejector before RMC was even thought of. It's crazy. Actually, no, that's not true. It was like 2001, so they're probably thought of around then.
Yeah.
Arrow. This one's actually a good one because I hate a lot of their coasters.
All right, let's hear what you got.
You know, I can just look at my rankings to make that one easier. So,
Let's hear it.
Magnum at number 1. What's number 2 here? I think number 2 has to be Tennessee Tornado. Yeah, Tennessee Tornado. Then we're going a little while here.
I'm gonna guess. I already know what it's gonna be.
Well, it's just, it's Loch Ness, okay, but
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I don't even like Loch Ness like that anymore. Surprisingly,
Loch Ness is my number 3 too, so fair.
wait, no, that's Vekoma and Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
Well, no, I lied. Big Bad Wolf. Ha ha.
There you go.
That yeah, because Where the heck are you? Yeah, that's at 47. So that would be my number 3.
I've got X2, Magnum, and then Loch Ness. So, no Big Bad Wolf for me.
That was actually a really good ride. I liked it.
I need to get on Tennessee Tornado. That's what I know.
It's really good. It just really sucks it's the first half of a coaster. And that's it.
Well, we've got the meme manufacturer up next, so...
B&M. Boring and mild.
Yeah.
Give me the mild sauce, brother. Alright, that's easy for me to do. So, let me look here. I think I actually know this as I look at this on my head. Alright, so I have mine if you are not ready.
I am ready.
So, for me, is in least from 3 to 1. Is in a Goliath, Georgia Goliath, Incredible Hulk, and Fury, number 1.
Okay. Fair. I've got it, Fury, Hulk, and then my third is Manta. So.
Where do I have Manta after that? I have Manta at 35.
I was going to do Kumba, but I feel that Manta's more consistent.
Kumba is... like, all the B&Ms are, like, together.
I don't know. It's the easiest way to rate a pile of shit. Just put which one is a little bit more shitty than the other. That's the way I see it.
But... Thunderbolt... like, it goes from Incredible Hulk, George Goliath, Afterbird, Batman, S-Fog, Kumba, Montu. That's funny. Anyways.
Rocky Mountain Construction.
I can tell you right off the top of my head that one.
Yeah, well, year 3 are easy. So,
yeah. Yep.
I'm expecting mine to change in 2 weeks, so.
But what's yours?
It would be number 1, Steel Vengeance. Number 2, Iron Gwazi. And number 3, Wildcats Revenge.
I mean, even after the rides I got, like, even I could see someone having Wildcat as their number 3. But obviously it's not for me, as number 1, Iron Gwazi. Number 2, Airy Force 1. Number 3, Steel Vengeance. Right next to each other in the rankings. Oh, I need to get on Steve. That's the one.
I don't know, man. Steve's just like a different type of crazy. Different type of crazy, man.
Steve is so popular. It's popular to hate it now, man.
Yeah.
Look, I don't. It's on my number 4 now. That is kind of crazy. Remember when that's how much I've been getting and prioritizing the heavy hitters on this side of the states. Because remember when that was my number 1, leaving Cedar Point last year? Like, holy
now you got
shit.
Voyage, so.
And then that was Gwazi. Now it's Voyage. Yeah. Oof. I need to get on. Ugh. Y'all, I hope y'all having a great coaster season. Because I was resting all day. Finish The Bear. Which, if you guys haven't heard about it, go ahead and watch The Bear. The best, one of the best dramedies out there. It's such good writing. Christopher Storen's pen, excellent. But getting on here talking coasters now, talking about looking at my rankings. I want to ride so much in my top 15 right now.
Me too.
Yeah, like I can't wait to go back to Cedar Point. I'm saying it. I can't wait to go back.
We've got one last manufacturer.
Intamin.
Ooh.
So I know what it is.
Well, look,
They're right
ours
next
are
to each
gonna
other.
be different. Let's just say that.
Oh no, they're 100%. Because literally in my rankings, it's Voyage. Then it's Gwazi, Air Force One, Steve. Then Velocicoaster. Because I want to go. Because here's my number one. Velocicoaster. It's a full package. You can't. You really. I don't know how people say it's forces. I don't know what rides you're getting. But the rides I get, and now that I ride it in the front row, or try to prioritize that. I mean, there's no bad row, but that ride is an incredible, absolutely world class. Wow. Terminator 305. There is no ride trying to knock me out in the middle of a coaster, just right after the first, like that coaster is. Insane. One of the best ejector moments on a coaster. The rolls and whips are criminal. Yeah. And then afterwards, Sky Rush, which it's a mini me Intimidator. It's Intimidator's little brother. Like, obviously the restraints change it for people, but this ride has moved up every time I have came back to ride it, and that is literally probably the most powerful ejector you will get on an Intamin besides El Toro. But and then you actually get laterals on a steel coaster on those wings. It's wow. I'm a sucker for when a manufacturer tries to show the full power of a ride. So yeah, it's been really growing on me because of that. Because holy shit, like I was graying out on that second turnaround. Actually, though, it was, yeah. So, what is your top Intamins?
3, Maverick. 2, Toro. 1, Velocicoaster.
That's a very good. I mean, like with Intamins, you can't go. There's so many good Intamins.
Here, I'll be nice. Hold on. Honorable mentions. I think the first honorable mention would be Sky Rush to that top 3.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Actually, the first honorable mention is I-305.
I was
The
like,
second,
what?
the second honorable mention to that top 3 would be Sky Rush.
So where do you have Sky Rush?
Oh, it's not ranked. It's not in my top 25. But it's my number 5 Intamin still.
Huh? I'm trying to think.
I mean, it's probably like top 30, top 35. I just don't have that ranked. It's the main thing. It'd be like that.
You know, I need more Intamins now. I need more coasters. Everyone get out there and keep riding more.
I want credits so bad, so very bad.
See, I just want actual new coasters.
I'm
I want it
desperate
to be.
for credits.
See, I'm not on the side of the highway asking people to take me to the nearest family entertainment center for a cred.
Oh, I would be if there was some close by.
But I really want to see the destination coasters so bad. I want to get. I need to get out there.
You know what I miss, and I felt today that I very much miss.
What?
Volcano the Blast Coaster.
Yeah, and Gavin got a crazy steal on eBay.
I saw the hats.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking sick.
Volcano. Where is Volcano sitting? From me. Wow, is it really dropped that low? Or can I just not find it?
I hope it's the latter of those statements.
Where the What the heck is it? I actually can't find it. Oh, 37. So it's still sitting strong. It is funny though. Within like, God, I need to look at that cast so bad when we go over the top 25 because how different this shit is for me. Is this yeah, Candy is almost out of my. This is gonna piss people off. Candymonium's almost out of my top 50. Like
Bad.
it literally, it's two camelbacks, two elements that don't do anything for me, and then literally trims that could have killed somewhat more fun around like a camelback and a helix that would have done anything anyway. Layout's just uninspiring. It really is. And you have any last shit posts? An actual shout outs?
No, not today.
I just want to ride coasters, man. Y'all, get out there and ride some coasters. Hopefully we catch y'all out there. You know where to find us at the parks. Well, me, at least.
He spawns at the parks.
Yeah, I literally was like, I was gonna go to Busch Gardens today, cause you were. But even before that, I was like, I don't want to go to a park today, bro. I know I got summoned like the Yu-Gi-Oh card, like I said, but I don't think you performed the ritual correctly. I don't think you had the set of cards drawn.
It's all good, bro. I need to get my Blue Eyes White Dragon in check, huh?
You know, you need a pot of greed to keep drawing cards.
Man, you got me wanting to pull out my old Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Shit. I was actually pretty good at that back in the day.
Oh, wait, hold up. Does this coaster exist on here?
Obelisk the Tormentor.
Dalanega Mine Train.
Dark Magician.
Such a shit ride. Everyone, catch y'all on the next one.
Stay Hobie.
Yeah, literally, go ahead and follow our socials. As you can tell, this was a much more laid back. We are, I've been overplaying with trips, so like I'm just tired, honest to God. So, you said you had low energy. We didn't give low energy, but we are exuding low energy.
Chill vibes.
Otherwise, y'all, go ahead and follow our socials on Instagram and Twitter. But first, Instagram at the High Rollers DMV. And I forgot to even do this last time.
For real.
Yeah, I forgot to do that last time. And then you can follow my personal at West Tower Coasters.
My personal is Old Line Airtime.
And go ahead and follow our Twitter at the High Rollers C. and my personal Twitter, West Hauer C. And then go ahead if you want to see. I keep saying we're gonna do a fucking streaming, but I don't even try to like not think about it. I will just be ready to cast and like cast, and not even think about. Oh yeah, we talked about troubleshooting or testing the webcam thing, but I swear, sometime soon it will happen. I have ideas, so yeah. But in general, if you want to have this, if you listen to podcasts on YouTube, want to add us there, go ahead and follow, subscribe to my YouTube at West Tower, and yeah, where all the episodes from 20 to the first one we did is there. And if you like listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go ahead and find us there. We basically on every platform where we can find us, all the major ones. So, y'all, for real, stay homie.
Catch y'all on the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.